I bought it yesterday, and I almost maxed these things out until I thought I need to save a little for my ASMR piece. You can taste the garlic. They have such a great flavor. Oh, by the way, since I'm going to talk about my birthday festivities yesterday, I thought I would share the cake that I bought today. It's a little fucked up on the side here, but it's going to be more fucked up than that when I put it in my mouth. Anyway, it's a chocolate buttercream marble cake, as you can see. But first, yeah. These are so good, you guys. Oh my God, so freaking good. Let this just marinate for a little bit. Okay. So, the birthday was yesterday. I turned 45. But I always tell people I'm 33 when I leave the house. And I can pass for it, or at least so I've been told. It's called moisturizer. Anyway, the festivities began with my two really, really dear friends, Demas and John, and Demas's new boyfriend, Richard, who's become a new friend of mine. We went. I didn't. Oh, for some, I don't know why. I wasn't expecting gifts from them, but I got gifts from them, and I showed you the gifts in the fried chicken not again video. But the first place we went to was this place called Rub's Backcountry Smokehouse, and this place is a neighborhood that I used to live in 2 years ago. I had been there once. It wasn't real crazy about what I had there, but it's authentic Texas barbecue, and I guess you kind of have to like authentic Texas barbecue in order to really appreciate this. However, what I did have last night was really good. I got the barbecue burger with pulled chicken on top of it, with grilled onions, pickles, what else was on it? Melted cheddar cheese. And I had tried two sauces. One was a smoky and sweet, and the other one was a citrus chipotle, which was so good, man. Normally, speaking of this cake, let me just side note real quick. Speaking of this cake, I would normally go to my favorite bakery, Dingle's, to get my birthday cake, a nice, chocolate buttercream sheet cake. However, I had so many errands to run yesterday that I didn't have time, so I got the cake from the grocery store tonight, and I have to say it's quite good. This is the first cake, dessert, whatever that I've had. I celebrate the whole month, you know. Anyway, we really enjoyed ourselves at this place. Before we got there, though, I kept thinking it would be so cool because John Demas and I, Richard is younger, so he doesn't really have an old school frame of reference when it comes to pop culture or music in particular. So I was thinking to myself, it would be really cool if we all could go used music shopping, you know, because I hadn't done that in a while, only because a lot of those stores aren't even around anymore. Very few. When we get to this Rub's backcountry smokehouse, their menus are in the form of album covers. And they look like old album covers. Like I think I had a Fifth Dimension one, or I had a Rod Stewart one, and I traded with my friend John for the Fifth Dimension one. And that doesn't matter. It was just a side note. Just kind of interesting that I was thinking that, and then when we get to the restaurant, that was what they had. It was something you would find in a used record store. So we ate there, had a good time, and then we went to this place, Simon's. Now, Simon's, I had been there probably 3 or 4 times within the past 3 months, maybe. And these guys, Demas and John, my friends, had been going there. They'd known about it a little longer than I, and but I always have a good time when I'm there. Well, last night was really the penultimate. It was the best time I had at that bar to date. Not just because it was my birthday, but I got to meet the owner. The crowd was the largest I'd seen. It grew that way. When we walked in, it was probably about 7 or 8 people sitting all at the bar, slightly, older people. And it's a mixed crowd. It's like, it's young, old, gay, straight, whatever. Everybody is in there, And it's an 80-year-old tavern. And I looked this up today. And I met this man, Scott, who was the owner. He's 54 years old, bald guy, has a gray beard, not quite ZZ Top-like, but it's gray and it has little twists, like 2 strands that are like twists. And, I fell in love with the place, and I fell in love with him. I can't remember everything, and it wasn't that I got pissy drunk. I really didn't. But I have my usual cocktails, sweet and amaretto sour, and what else? Vodka cranberry. And my friends, those guys are beer connoisseurs. I really don't care for beer. I might have beer once a year. Right. Okay. Well, eventually started talking to this guy. And they told him it was my birthday, and I didn't want a big production. But the owner proceeds to impose a kind of a big production. He tells me he's going to give us a round of shots that's a Norwegian traditional toast or whatever, birthday toast or something. It involved Aqua Vita, I think is the name of the It's Norwegian or Swedish for water of life, I believe. And if I'm wrong on that, if someone knows out there, please hit me to it, because I just learned this information last night. And at any rate, he had a slice of pickled herring, which I'd never had in my life, and he put a birthday candle in this little sliced up herring. He said, "Skull, skull, skull." I think that was, that was the word he used, and he sang a song in this native Norwegian tongue or whatever. And I was like, oh, wow, this is really deep right now. And I was kind of embarrassed because, if everyone's kind of looking over. They're drinking and minding their business, but they're looking over and watching. I didn't want all that attention. And so after he sang the song, I guess we were supposed, according to what I read today, we were supposed to look at him. And I was supposed to eat the herring, blow the candle out, eat the herring, and then have the shot, which was, what I did. I have to tell you, that pickled herring, I just never want to have it again. I didn't throw it up, but I absolutely do not want to have it again. I think it stayed with me till this morning. I could feel it and smell it in my mouth. I could smell it in my nose. It left I don't know why it left such a strong impression, but it did. This man sat at our table a couple of times, and he joked and laughed with us. We talked politics. We talked about, his bar, him possibly too gorgeous son, too gorgeous. Oh my God, this guy comes in as his son with two really lovely young ladies, and I'm like, okay, they're either friends or they're all just gonna fuck after this. I'm sorry, but whatever. That's what I was thinking. So anyway, I started flirting a little bit with the owner because, we were just wondering, what kind of bar is this? I said, I'm not clear if I'm in a straight bar or gay bar, but it's in a predominantly gay neighborhood. It's called Andersonville. And it's everybody in there. And that's the beauty of it. That's its charm. And this man is just like, he's talking to us, and I'm like slowly falling for this charming man, He's kind of a tough little guy. Still gets loud, and you're not gonna tell me. He kind of cursed me out when I didn't want to do the traditional Norwegian toast. I was like, no, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna. Oh, he said, oh hell yeah, motherfucker, you better believe I'm gonna do that. Oh, it was so funny. I had the best time. He brought us another round of shots. This one was Malort. Like grapefruit juice with, what did he say? Dirt? Some type of soil or dirt? And I was just like, okay. I really don't know what I'm getting into with this man. But I said, I think what I'm looking for is you. So he hugged me and kissed me on the cheek. And he was talking about, he was joking about seeing some young lady, because he's straight, and he was joking about seeing some young lady come in with a miniskirt on. And I said, oh, so that's what it takes to win you over? I have to walk in here with a miniskirt? And that just begun a whole nother round of laughs. But, and then we went to this place called Atmosphere. Had strippers. I put dollars in this guy's ass crack and then in his front. It was nice, no big deal. But that was it. I had a really great time. My friend almost got into a fight with somebody at Atmosphere. I was like, you know what, you guys, you've been drinking, it's time to leave. But it was a nice time. And I love fucking Simons. And you may hear more Simon stories in the future. Anyway, you guys, I'm full. I'll eat the rest of this off air, but thank you.